So the lesson from this week's kite session I learned from John at New York Kite Center, and it's always bring all of your gear. It had been a month since I'd been out on the water, and in the week leading up to it, the forecast was looking like 18 to 25 miles an hour, so I was super psyched. I get to my buddy's place, and from the shore, the wind's already blowing 20 miles an hour, so I'm pumped. I grab all my gear, I get everything into the boat as fast as possible so we can get off the docks. First snag we hit just as we were leaving the inlet.
So motor just dropped out.
Luckily, my buddy just needed a bit of shade to get the Grady running again, and we were back on our way. We literally hit our second snag as we slammed into the shallow bottom, getting closer to the island. As the freeloader, it was my job to get out and push, but I got gassed so fast. We get to the island, we get set up, I put up my 12-meter kite, and I'm psyched because I'm completely overpowered. John watched me put up the 12-meter kite and saw the power, and he ended up pumping a 10-meter kite. I rush out into the water, I'm doing jumps, screaming at the top of my lungs, and then the wind dies, our third challenge of the day. Luckily, I'd brought my surfboard, so we just switched kites, and I rode the 10-meter kite on the surfboard. And I was happy. I hadn't been out on the surfboard for a year. I was happy to work on my foot switches and my carving. And then the wind died even more. Luckily, I'd brought everything. Surfboard, 15-meter kite. So my buddy jumped on the 15-meter kite. I switched up to the 12-meter kite on the surfboard and got right back to it. So we made the most out of the light wind, and then the wind gods shine on us. The wind picked back up just enough for me to get on a twin tip and go crazy practicing my jumping. So no, this wasn't 30 knots in Tarifa, but it would have been a lot worse had I not brought my surfboard and all my kites. And so thanks, John from New York Kite, for teaching me to always bring all my gear.